Warning, the following video footages, wait, you can read on your own, can't you? Don't be lazy. When I look into your eyes, my heart starts racing and I see myself falling for you. That was clearly not what I was expecting. Ringu, possibly the most horrifying thing that Behavior Entertainment has created for DVD aside post-game chat. And she's the only killer that looks like your sister when she wakes up in the middle of 3 AM. Big boy Yoichi is all grown up now and he has grown into a man of the entities type. Also, here's a leaked photo of Yoichi from his OnlyFans with his undeveloped nipples. Holy shit, wrong picture, you shameless star. Yoichi goes to do what he does best, finding a television, but this is clearly not the right television to watch. Imagine that the jigsaw is able to climb up from the television like this Sadako here. Lady Unreal is so petite that you can't even tell who she is chasing. Even Sadako is confused about where Samara is going. Just look at her hair. Does Behavior even need to model her facial features aside her left eye? For obvious reason, you try to make it for a vault, but Sadako tries to pull you back by shooting towards you. So, you now can outrun death by running around, vaulting, and slamming wooden pallets. Perhaps the real reason why the folks in the movie died within 7 days was because they didn't know how to vault and use pallets. They only knew how to use videotapes. What a nerd. Yoichi then goes to acquire the red glaive. I don't even understand why he did that. It's the PTB. Shouldn't he be doing something more productive? This is what it looks like if you feed your toddler with too much steroids and she's tired of your bullshit. A decade ago, who would have believed that people would be fighting the Ringu with a guy from Resident Evil on your side, stitched on the grounds of Jigsaw? Yoichi then prays to his newfound religion of skulls in hopes of sparing Leon from his fate. This Leon is someone that you should totally recommend for a therapy. First, he has to run and fight ugly zombies, then monster bosses, and now he has to run from a wraithful spirit that plagued the minds of innocent children in early 2000s. Otherwise, Leon be having Vietnam flashbacks whenever he sees living things with eyes and mouth. Certainly, if he doesn't have PTSD, he might just be a bald-headed serial killer. Or perhaps starting to develop sexual fantasies towards living organisms with less than the length of 12 years of existence in human life. The Unreal can stop a beating heart in a heartbeat, yet she can't even stop a wooden pallet. Unreal, Ringu, Sadako, Samara, these are names that are too complicated for my simple tongue to pronounce. Hadouken! I shall call her Ling Ling from now on. Meg uses the flashlight to try and find Ling Ling's facial complexion amidst her curtain of hair. Yoichi takes a tape to put the tape, just so he can get to lift the 7 days curse. But in the realm of the entity, it honestly makes no difference. You will still be trapped in this realm regardless of 7 days or 69 days. This is how scary DVD has become. In all seriousness, I've always wondered what would happen if you didn't pick up a phone call after watching the tape. Hadouken! And this is the apparition that plagued the minds of innocent Asian children in the early 2000s. There's no pallets around this area, so you try to make it for a vault. She may be petite, but she hits you at the range with the size of Putin's ego.
I think we did a pretty good job so far.
Then Leon has been relieved of his duty from his painful life. Okay, he didn't make it for the rest of the trial. Enough of spoilers.
Bye, have a great time.
Moving on. The Asakawa brothers finally reunited once again. Yoichi and Ichigo working together to face their childhood demon and destroy her once and for all. And Ling Ling is just standing right there like running into your groggy sister when you sneak into the fridge in the middle of the night. Ling Ling climbs through the window like how your daughter would sneak out from the window to meet her boyfriend, but the Asakawa brothers go, nah, we're done here, falling onto the ground instead of falling in love. Yoichi patrols around the vicinity of the saloon with Ichigo separately, just to ensure that the region is safe for repairing generator. Obviously, Ling Ling is still wandering around, as we can clearly hear from the ominous music that Ling Ling's scent is still lingering around. What am I even talking about? Then Ling Ling reappears to casually grab Yoichi on the neck with her physics gun. Imagine being a vengeful spirit that can kill people at will, but nah, today I don't feel like killing anyone. I'll just hook you up here so that Fang Min can unhook you and continue life as usual. In my humblest honest opinion, facing a killer with no terror radius or heartbeat is the same as trying to drink soup with chopsticks. Ling Ling then continues to pick Yoichi up where she left off. Her mom would be extremely displeased about her hooking up on a younger man. Meg Thomas comes to the rescue, but Ling Ling is no longer interested in the star, so she tries to invite Meg for a drink in the saloon. Meg accepts. At this point, half of Yoichi's perks are pretty much useless, so using only one of the two perks that he can still use, he tries to signal to Ichigo to come over here for some touchy brother bonding session. Of course, Ichigo sees it and Yoichi gives a good back rub to his brother, followed by some mechanical session. What a lovely bonding session. Way to go, Asakawas. You might be wondering, what's with the perk choices? Well, that, I can definitely assure you, that's because he's too poor for the blood web to offer him better choices. Ichigo, you naughty boy, what were you trying to do? Seems to me that Ling Ling has a thing for the Asakawas and this particular hood. Did she have too much drink with Meg? Imagine being a plumber and the hottest landlady you've ever seen in your entire life just stands like that behind you offering you to clean your huge pipe. What would you do? A. Run. B. Come. C. All of the above. What better way to respond to teammate getting chased is to casually run across them, packed with futile efforts in attempting to distract them. So we cleanse a totem. We thought it was Hak's plaything, but too bad it was. Then it seemed like Ling Ling is pretty much a necrophilia. Or was it a decrophilia? No way, that's too soft. Nasolingus perhaps? No, that's too brutal. Fine, she's an oralist that gets sexually aroused by screams. A racist Meg is tired of the team's bullshit and leaves the team of Asians to play among themselves. Yoichi walks towards Fang as though he was taking a walk in the mall, just as his brother leaves the trial. Fang desperately tells Yoichi to leave her alone and GTFO from this merciless face camper. Yoichi is adamant against the idea of leaving Fang alone, so Fang sent a more obvious message by trying to commit suicide on Hook. But he goes all YOLO mode and raised her armpit from their hood. Will they ever make it to the exit? Will both of them survive? Or is this predestined that one of them will be bound to death? The ball is in Ling Ling's court now. Who will live? Who will die? Stay tuned to the final episode of The Ling.
Hello.
Yoichi, taking a hit and saving Fang Min as though she was the sister that he never wished that he never had. Fang Min watches as the indecisive Ling Ling tries to figure out which hook to use. The air is not dense enough here, the sun too dim. No. I think I'm not gonna use this hook. So she sends Yoichi into the corner hook where the sun seems to shine brighter to bask in his actor-rescue practice before he dies. Then she proceeds to reflect about her wrongdoings by facing the wall, thinking about which Asian boy to devour for dinner next. Thank you for watching. Please consider a like or subscribe if you enjoyed the content in this video. More of such contents coming soon. Bye.